In this video, I'm going to show you a template that is an infinite language learning generator. This is something you can do in a notebook. You don't need to download an app. You don't need anything. ChatGPT can definitely help, but it's completely, I guess, organic, analog, you know what I mean? It's a 5-point circle that goes clockwise, and then in a second it's going to go counterclockwise, and I'll show you everything. We'll do it mostly in English. Maybe other languages will pop up. If you're learning Spanish or Portuguese or Arabic or Wolof or Russian or whatever it may be, this is going to work for anything. And it's mainly designed that you don't need a textbook or a teacher to tell you, okay, today you learn this vocab. Oh, today, now in this chapter you learn this verb. It's like, why in this chapter? You know, like what do I, it's something deeper than that, okay? So here's the idea. You can start anywhere, and it's just going to take you around the loop, but we'll start at topic. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. Think of a topic that you would like to be able to talk about in the language that you're learning, even if it's Mandarin Chinese. Talking about food, for example. If food is the topic, you're going to move into a question. Okay, so what is a question? There's many questions that you could ask about food. What's your favorite food? Do you like this food? Do you like that food? What'd you have for breakfast? Anything to do with food, and that's your question, okay? So in a notebook, you could write a question, and again, ChatGPT or a teacher or a friend can help you learn how to say that question. So like, ¿cuál es tu comida favorita? You know, like, what's your favorite food? Then you write an answer to that, okay? So my favorite food is enchiladas de mole or something, okay? Once that's done, we want to separate the verb from the vocab. That gives us the complete circle, okay? So the verb would be, in this case, is, right? So X is Y. My favorite food is such and such, okay? The verb is a constant, and vocabulary is a variable, because you could say my favorite food is X, Y, or Z, okay? So mi comida favorita es mole, tacos, burritos, okay? In the same way that verbs are a constant and vocabulary are a variable, the questions are a variable on the topic, right? And the answers are a variable on the question, right? Because you could ask the same question to 20 different people, you get 20 different answers, okay? So it's this continuous loop of things that branch out, right? So topics flow into multiple questions. Each question flows into multiple answers. Each answer has a verb as its starting point, and that verb flows into multiple vocabulary, okay? Now, once you reach vocabulary, for example, if you get to, oh, my favorite food is, Italian food, you're back to topics. So now Italian food is the new topic. Or, yeah, we had some great Italian food on our trip to Italy last month. Now the topic is your trip or your travel. Oh, okay, so if the topic is your trip to Italy, the question is, where'd you go? Did you go to Rome? Did you see this? Did you hike that? Did you go to that place? Did you do this? The answer is da-da-da, the verb, and you repeat the cycle. So you just keep repeating the cycle until you end up talking about all of the topics, questions, answers, verbs, and vocab that you actually want to talk about. So try it. Like, pause the video right now and come back to this and just say, okay, what would I do if I wanted to talk about such and such topic? Flows into answers, questions, answers, verb, vocab. It's an infinite conversation generator, okay? So that's what it looks like when it goes clockwise. It also works counterclockwise. So let's pretend now that we started with topic, or you could start with, let's start with vocabulary. Just go to the extreme end of the tail. Pretend the vocabulary is a guitar. I'm looking at a guitar over there. So if the vocab is guitar, okay, the sort of traditional way to memorize vocab would be like, okay, so today we're learning guitarra, piano, bajo, like all of these instruments, and you're just coming away from that thinking like, okay, I think I memorized, supposedly I was supposed to have memorized like 10 musical instruments, because that was the chapter where we were on today, is musical instruments. But at the end of the day, who cares? Like, no one's going to come up to you in the street and say, name 10 instruments. Like, it doesn't reflect like real communication, okay? Better way to do it is take that vocabulary term, which we decided is going to be guitarra, and find a verb. So now we're going this way. So find a verb that works with guitarra. So for example, I play the guitar, it would be toco la guitarra, or Arabic, azif ala al guitarra, and so on. Whatever it is in Mandarin, whatever it is in everything else, right? Once you have that verb and vocab pair to actually complete a sentence, right? I play the guitar. Move over into answer. So answer is like a statement. I play the guitar. That's going to be my statement, okay? Next thing to do is, we're working backwards, find a question that activates that statement. So if it's I play the guitar, the question would be, do you play the guitar? Okay. Oh, I was playing the guitar earlier with my friend. Were you playing guitar earlier? Yes, I was playing guitar earlier. Okay. And now we're on the topic of guitar, music, friends, pastimes, whatever the topics may be. And you keep going back around the other way. So if the topic changes to friends, oh, vocabulary is friends. Arabic standard, asdiqa. Nice, I learned asdiqa. How do I use it in a sentence? I have friends. I promise, I have friends. عندي أصدقاء, you know? I have friends who play the guitar, and so on and so forth. Do you have friends who play the guitar? Okay, so that's how it works both clockwise and counterclockwise. I'm encouraging anyone that wants to play with this to just play with it. Like, draw it out in a notebook, fill in the blank. Like, you could just write the topic in. You could just take this and do it like a blank template. But the point is that it's going to lead you away from that idea that, like, I need to memorize all this vocab right now. That's what I got to do. No, you need the vocab that you want for the topic you're in, paired with the verb to say something, ask something, and have conversation. All right. So again, structurally, infinite conversation generator with only 5 elements, and actual conversation generator that's going to let you learn to say the things you want to say, and as an afterthought, learn the patterns that you need to say those things and infinite other things.